In this video, I'm going to show you how to build this exact template with these drop-down links for tasks, calendars, life areas and projects, journaling, client dashboard and CRM if you work with clients. Let's get into it. The reason these are linked views of databases on the main dashboard is that the main database is kept in a separate page, safe from being deleted. You can delete a linked database without losing any data, as the main database has been kept safe in a separate page. If you delete the main database, then you will lose all your work within that database, and you definitely don't want to do that. So, as this will be a project, we will make our new template within our projects template. We can either click new page, we can click it over here, or as I've made this quick capture drop down menu, we can also click new project and start a new project, and that's what we'll do here. Within the project template, we have the tasks database, we have linked view of notes, and a linked view of the contacts if we're working on a client's project. All we need to do in here is start a new page. So if you go down to the bottom where you can start typing /page, and it will bring you up this menu, and you click page, and then we will have this called Life OS template. So if you do enter and 3 dashes, it gives us this little divider, and we want to make this page full width and make the text smaller so we can fit more on the screen. The first thing we're going to want to do is set up master database section. So if we do /toggle heading 1 is going to be master databases. So if we open the drop down toggle and do another 3 lines for our divider, and then we will have the home button. So we'll type heading 1 and it will be home, and we will copy this page, which will be the 3 dots in the top right hand corner, copy link, and we will connect that to this word, which now makes that a hyperlink. So if we click the 6 little dots to the left of that, so if we now create another page, and this will be our template pages, enter 3 dashes for divider, and we'll just make this one full width. We don't need the small text, and we'll do 2 columns, so a column down and a column down. And how we do that is /2c, 2 columns. We'll add a bit of text over here to save that line, and this line will be paste the link where our home button was, and we will do synced block, and now we have the word home there, and we'll just drag this over, and this we can add to every page so that wherever we are within the template we can click it and just go home back to the main home dashboard. So now that we have that, what we can do is go back into our templates pages. We'll give this a nice header, so /head template, enter 3 slashes, another page, /page, and we'll call this one Life OS tasks. Enter 3 lines for a divider, 3 dots, small text, full width, /2c for our 2 columns, paste our home button as we want that on every page, drag it over, and then we have the rest of the page, and then we will start working. So with every page we're going to do 2 columns, at least 2 columns, so /2c, paste our synced block for our home button, drag this over so we have more room on the rest of our page, and we're going to do /database inline is the one you want, and I'll bring up a new table, and the first thing we're going to do is label this LOS tasks, Life OS tasks. 3 wee dots gives us a menu. Any 3 wee dots will give you a menu, and what we want to do with this one is hide the database title, which just disappears that. So with any table, the first thing you're going to get is obviously your name, which is what you can type in. That'll be the name of the page. Each line will be a new page. page 1, and so on. Every line is its own page within the table database. What we want to do first of all is set up the database. So we're going to set up properties. So first thing we want to do with any task is set a date. So date format, you can set whatever you want there. I usually do day, month, year, and I like my time format to be 24 hours. So that date is now there. So we'll do today's date, and that's how it appears. If we want to do the time, you can click in, include time. We're going to make it 12 o'clock. We can do an end date for any tasks that are going to be lasting longer than a day, or even that time. So we can have 1 o'clock, and that is now 12 to 1, or say this task is going to last 2 days. It'll be the 2nd to 12 to the 4th to 1, and that's how the date appears. The next property we're going to want is a status. So it's going to be not started, in progress, or done, which we can also add to. If we go into status at the top, edit property, we can add certain areas. So where it says not started, we can also have planned, for example. In progress, we can have paused. If we need to pause it for any reason, we can change the color. We'll do that one in progress at the minute. The next property you might want to do is a select button. So you can have multi-select or single select, and these can be whatever you want. For example, if we edit the property, you can start an option. So it's going to be personal task or work task. So in a single select, you can only click one or the other, but a multi-select will let you pick more than one. So now that we have some properties added, we can make some examples for tasks. Example 1. It's going to be personal. We'll do it tomorrow. Actually, we'll do it Wednesday. Example 2. We'll do next week. Tuesday at 1 o'clock, and I want to be reminded 10 minutes before that turns blue because there's a little alarm clock on it. We'll make that go away. Now that we have our examples, what we can do is change the layout. So at the minute it's a table, we can do it as a board, and that's arranged by our status property. Planned, not started, progress, paused, done. Timeline, which will show us the month. So example 1 is in tomorrow. Change it to gallery view. Example 1, example 2, we can change what we see on those. So at the minute it's page content, there is no page content. Page cover, there is no page cover. What we can do is have none, and it'll be small, but we can also include with this properties, we can include the date and the status, or we can just leave it as a table. I quite like the table view because you can see all the information at a glance. So filters and sort, what we can do is sort by anything. So we can sort by the date, we can sort by the name. For example, it'll put it in ascending. So example 1 will always follow by example 2, but I quite like to sort via the date. It will bring your most recent ones to the top of the list. So filters are very important. And one of the filters we can set are by status. And we can either have it is or is not, depending on what we want to do. So we're going to do is not done. So if I make this one done, it disappears from the list. Bring that back. I can also do is not planned, and then any status that we change to planned again disappears. And we'll use this later on when we're setting up our quick drop inbox. That's a different template, and you'll see how that's done later on. So that is the task template in its very basic form, and we'll finish this video here where we can continue to build our template in the next one.